Let me go over the freaking sets actually. So you can get these sets at your base, your alliance base. So that's pretty straightforward to get, right? So let me go over it. Weapon and spell damage. That's a good one piece. So let's check out the Cyrodiil Mountains Warship. Let's go one by one. Let me lower the music a bit. Cyrodiil's Mountains Warship. Like the first piece is very good always. Like I wish every monster set started with this. I would sign up right now if every monster set started with weapon and spell damage. Like for instance, Bloodspawn is a great set, but it starts with stamina recovery. I wish it started with weapon and spell damage like Belor does. More damage, more profit. Let's go. I wish it was always like that. So, dealing damage. So when you deal damage, so it's an offense monster set, this one. Applies a stack of melody to your enemy. Let's see what melody is. Reducing healing taken by 1 for 5 seconds. Up to 35 stacks. So you can reduce healing taken of your opponent by 35. If you keep on doing damage. By 35%. You can apply a stack once every 0.5 seconds as well. But minus 35% is still good. Minus 35% is still good healing for your opponent. I'm not so sure if it's not better to just get a set like Belor that does more damage than having this debuff on your opponent. Flying Melody gives you a stack of Contagion, reducing healing taken. Oh, and you get a debuff for you. Not a big fan. I actually think there's better like monster sets than this one. I mean, I understand the idea. The idea is to... I understand that this is the idea, an idea to actually get players that rely a lot on healing to become killable. But this sense ain't doing it. Because folks are unkillable not because of this. Not because of healing. Folks are unkillable because of damage mitigation. And stacking damage mitigation going on. That's why the unkillable builds are present. So I would not consider this one for my builds. Even though it has a good one piece. But there are better one pieces out there. But again, not a big set. I don't think it's very good. Let's go for Nibene Bay Battle Reef. Another monster set. From Cyrodiil. That you can get from the base. So critical resistance. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. Crit resists. Okay, we're talking. That's a difference. I don't think there's a one piece that with crit resists. So this is quite interesting. Let's go. When you are forcefully moved via a pool, I think it's the first one match. When you are forcefully moved via a pool, knockback, or teleport ability, gain a damage shield that absorbs 50. That's a good damage shield. It's a good damage shield, but a pool, knockback, or teleport needs to happen now. That doesn't happen often. This damage shield is not affected by battle spirit. Whoa! That's a beefy damage shield. Okay. Pool. That's a very good damage shield. This is a good defense set. Yeah. This damage shield is not affected. This effect can occur once every 14 seconds. That's not a very big cooldown. While you do not have the damage shield from this set, reduce your damage taken from raiders by 5! Okay, this is a good defense set. It's a good defense set. Like, for instance, it's better than Bloodspawn. Okay, now that's a different set here. Because even if you don't, the set is really good to me. I think it's very good. It's a lot of damage mitigation. Even if you never get pulled, knockback, or teleported, you still have these. So as soon as you have the damage shields, if the damage shield reduces, you still get 5% damage reduction from players. So damn, this is good. This is a very good set for defense. It's gonna make players to be even more unkillable. Like again, it's good, it's powerful, but at the same time, I'm not sure if I'm happy with its addition, because it's a good set. It's gonna be very good for survival, but at the same time, I don't want to see guys go rolling around with this. It's gonna make it's already tank down, like Cyrodiil, and PvP is already tank down. With this, it's gonna be even more tanks going out. Like, it's gonna be even harder for you to kill your opponents. Like, critical resist going on, and plus 5% less damage taken, plus a big shield. If you can knock them back, if you pull them, or... Okay, the set is good. The set is good for defense. But at the same time, it's gonna make the game even more tanky. Your opponents will be even more tanky, so... Yeah, it's good for, it can be good for you if you're using it, but it's an annoyance if others are using it, because they'll be harder to kill. So there's like a double-edged sword right there. Those are outs. Those are gonna come on update 39. Match. Yeah, no, don't worry about the shield. Folks are gonna use it more for these and these than the actual shield. The shield is also good, but... Okay, Colovian, let's get... This is by far the strongest set here. This one is kinda niche. I would not use it. Colovian Islands General. Offensive pen, that's very good in PvP. When you kill a player, gain a stack of blood depth for 0.5 seconds. When a blood depth expires... Oh, okay. And no cooldown on this. This can be good for group play. For solo, it's like a lot of old gen. Maybe maybe Dragonites can benefit from this. Like, very good Dragonites can benefit from this. Like, not so much in dueling, for instance, but in battlegrounds and open world, 1vx can be good. Maybe there you can use it, but I think there's better sets like Bloodspawn for that purpose. Like, Bloodspawn just gives you more than this. This can be really good if you're killing a lot of players, though, but it's an okay set. It's an okay set with an okay idea. This rewards really good players. Like, some good players can make this work, and this can be good for the small scalers. This can be quite good. Imagine like a 4-man or at least one of them needs to be using this. 6-man can benefit tremendously from this. Yeah. Okay. These two sets are alright. I mean, those two sets are good, but there's the double-edged sword that I was talking about. Folks are not gonna use this for 1vx, you know? The folks are gonna use this to buff their teams, to make their teams even having more ult and be more tanky and harder to kill. Yep. So, that's the thing. The devs have great ideas, but then the players use them wrong. Like, this is gonna be used... But the devs also have to take into account that players are gonna use it that way, though. I mean, the two sets have, like, an interesting idea, but they end up, like, being like, they are gonna be used by really tanky ball groups, like, someone mentioned the ball groups 100%. It's gonna be used by ball groups to become very tanky. If the players use it wrong, the devs didn't have a great idea, that's right. I mean, the sets were good in an ideal world where the Fox will use it for small scale, for tricky fights to make it like their builds better. But that's not what it's gonna happen. It's gonna just gonna be harder to kill players with these sets going on out there. That's it.